to BYLD Network, where we help you to build your mindset, build your business, and build your net worth. Tonight, we have some phenomenal speakers for you. So I hope you're strapped in, buckled in, because this is that rocket ship that you're going to be on tonight. Open your minds up, get a pen and piece of pen, paper, whatever you use to write on, get that going, because the speakers that you're about to hear tonight are very knowledgeable in what they're about to present. Not only are they knowledgeable, but they're also passionate. And not only are they passionate and knowledgeable, but they're great, genuinely great human beings. So put the dog away, put the cat away, sit the spouse next to you, tell the kids to shh, or as I said earlier, cállate la boca, por favor. Because we're going to go ahead tonight and we're going to have some phenomenal speakers for you. Right now, you get to unmute one at a time and tell us, where are you calling in from? Because I know that we're global. So I expect to hear some globality, for lack of a better word, happening here. So unmute and tell us, where are you hailing from?
Amanda Shaw, DMV.
Yes, the DMV is being represented.
Kathy Jewell, Houston, Texas.
Kathy Jewell, Houston, Texas. Howdy, girl.
Carla Wynn in Maryland.
Carla Wynn, Maryland. DMV's in the house again.
Sarah George, Maryland.
Sarah George, Maryland. All right. Welcome, Sarah. Who else do we have? Unmute. Let's go.
Diana, Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Welcome, Diana.
Hey, Miss Carla.
Puerto Rico.
Yes, I heard. I barely heard the last person.
Erica Neal.
Erica.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. ¿Qué pasa, chica?
Eugene Henderson, Illinois.
Eugene, welcome. Illinois in the house. Who else do we have? All right. Well, grab a pen and paper, grab something to sip on. We have about 4 more minutes before we get started. We're going to let folks come in. Again, my name is Dr. Arlene George. I am your host today. Your speakers that you have today are phenomenal individuals. And like I said earlier, they are knowledgeable. And they're not only are they knowledgeable, but they're passionate. And not only are they passionate, they're great human beings, right? Because people do business with people they know, people they like, and people they trust. And integrity is everything. And the young lady that I'm going to introduce in a few seconds, she is a woman of integrity, right? And she's passionate. So pen and paper, take copious notes. You don't want to miss a thing. Put the cat away, put the dog away, tie up the llama, right? And let's make sure that we're taking copious notes tonight. So tell me, where are you hailing in from? I heard Texas. I haven't heard Cali yet. Is Cali in the house? I don't know if Cali's in the house.
No, but St. Louis is. Leroy from St. Louis.
Leroy from St. Louis. Yes, let's go, Mr. Leroy.
California.
Oh, yes, we do have California in the house. Thank you. California is representing tonight. Who else do we have?
Candy, Houston, Texas.
All right. Houston, Texas is being represented. Howdy. Who else do we have in the house tonight?
Fred out of Hawaii.
Ooh, Fred out of Hawaii. That's my guest, y'all. Let me just tell y'all that right now. That's my guest. And he got a big brain on him, too. So, Fred from Hawaii.
Recording in progress.
I love it. Welcome, Fred. Who else do we have?
Good evening, Leslie Johnson, South Carolina.
Leslie Johnson, South Carolina. So we got South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, Hawaii, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Gabby Tober, Orlando, Florida.
Oh, we got Florida in the house too. Bienvenidos.
Grandma Louisa from New York, Harlem.
Harlem. I went to City College of New York in Harlem, girl. Let's go. Welcome, Harlem. Who else?
Jackie Meadows.
Oh, I see someone with a beautiful smile in front of me. Who's that lady with that beautiful smile? All right, so get your pen and paper handy. We're about to get started. We have about a minute before we get started because I like to respect people's time. You took the time to be here on time, and we're going to take the time to honor your time. Pen and paper, put the dog away, put the cat away. Right? Get something to sip on, strap your seatbelts. This rocket ship is about to take off. And when this rocket ship takes off, you want to make sure you're strapped in and ready to go. Minds open, hearts open. The young lady I'm about to introduce to you today is a phenomenal woman. We have two speakers tonight, and our first speaker is Mrs. Laura Johnson. Mrs. Laura Johnson is a retired RN. I'm a physician by trade, right? And Miss Johnson is a retired nurse. Lots of respect for nurses, right? Not only that, she's a traditional business owner. Not only that, she's a real estate investor. Miss Johnson, with this opportunity, had zero solar background, and she is well on her way, just a toe step away from becoming a mentor. She has the necessary information for you to succeed. She loves people. She loves having fun, because I've been on a yacht with her. We had a ton of fun on a yacht in Cancun, and is passionate about seeing people win. She's growing a nationwide team and has a goal of helping 100 families to earn recurring income every single year, because she wants to impact the next generation. I'm going to give you this phenomenal woman, turn you over to this phenomenal woman. Help me by fire emojis, show of hands, clapping, all that good stuff. Help me welcome Mrs. Laura Johnson. Miss Laura, it's all yours. Let me see. She might not be able to unmute. So I'm going to find this phenomenal lady and unmute her for you, because she is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. She is committed. She's passionate. And let me ask her to unmute. There you are, Miss Johnson. You should be able to unmute now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arlene.
Welcome,
Thank you
my
so much,
beautiful
Dr.
lady.
Arlene. You know, it's an amazing thing for me not to be able to unmute, because, you know, my husband always says I love to talk. So, you know, to have me on mute and not to be able to come on mute, wow, that's a terrible thing for me. Well, thank you, everybody, and thank you for that awesome introduction, Dr. Arlene. You know, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Arlene is one of the rising stars in the company, and it truly is an honor to be introduced by her. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for a purpose. I want you to understand that tonight we're going to share some information with you for you to be able to make a decision, for you to be able to think about something a little bit differently. So before I jump into the information, what I'd like to ask you to do is to open your mind, because, you know, your mind is like an umbrella. It doesn't work unless it's open. I want you to think about a question. I want you to think about the question, why not? Why not? Why not me? That's what I want you to always think about as I present this information to you. So let me get started by sharing my screen and sharing this information with you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Dr. Arlene said that I am a registered nurse, and that is so absolutely true. And one thing about nursing is that when we're taking care of people and we have to do procedures or surgery or anything, we have to get an informed consent. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what tonight is about. Tonight is about you getting the information so that you can make an informed decision about something that can have a major impact on not only your future, but the future of your generations. So the company I'm here to tell you about tonight is BYLD. It's BYLD Network. And here at BYLD, we build your mindset. We help you to build a business. We give you all the support that you need, the leadership that you need to build a business. And by doing so, we help you to build your net worth. So it's important that you think of those three things together, because everything begins in the mind. So ladies and gentlemen, what is BYLD Network? BYLD Network is a high ticket brokerage. And what we have to offer you is 4 high ticket verticals. And each one of these verticals have a huge income potential. I'm going to share with you what those income potentials are a little bit later on. But I just want you to know that we are a brokerage and we offer services and products that can offer you high income potential. So I guess you would ask, why would I even build a business? Why would I even consider that? I have a job, and so I'm doing pretty well on my job, but why would I even think about building a business? Well, because ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the state of the economy right now, and you look at the uncertainty of people's employment, then you understand that you need a plan B. You need something else to be able to shore you up just in case something changes on your plan A, because nobody else is coming to save you. Nobody else is the one that is responsible for your household. You are responsible for your household and your level of lifestyle. So whereas entrepreneurship used to be a should, and it was an option really, it's no longer an option. You really have to become an entrepreneur in these days and times. And people are becoming entrepreneurs in many, many different ways. Right here, you see some of the ways that people are becoming entrepreneurs. For many years now, people have been driving Uber. They've been doing DoorDash. They've been doing Etsy. Some people have even attempted to do Airbnbs or short-term rentals, and even Shopify. But what I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that people are searching for what we have to offer here. There has been a Google search for how to start a business. And if you look closely there, that number is 13 billion, over 13 billion results in less than 0.45 seconds. So people are looking, they're looking to do something different. They're looking to add on to whatever they're already doing, or they're looking to exchange for something completely different that they can have some flexibility in their income potential. And that's what we have to offer here at BYLD Network. So ladies and gentlemen, there are certain things that you need to look for in a business opportunity, because what I'm asking you to do tonight is to look at this as a business opportunity that is possible for you. So there are certain things you need to look at. And many times when we have worked for many years of our lives, like I did as a nurse, we don't know what to look for in a business. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that would make a business viable. And that would be industries with a big target market. That means a lot of people who want the goods and services that you have to offer. But it's low market penetration, meaning that it hasn't been offered to the majority of those people. Industries in goods, essential goods and services like gas, electricity, water, because if you're like me, you're not going to let your lights go out if you can't, if you can do anything to help it. You're going to want to have your lights, right? You're going to want to have gas if it powers your heat or whatever. And definitely water. We need water to live, right? So we also want to look at businesses that thrive in both good and bad economies. When COVID hit just a few years ago, many, many businesses went out of business because they were businesses that didn't thrive in a bad economy. So, we want businesses that thrive in a good and bad economy, because we don't want to be impacted by how the economy fluctuates, because the economy will always fluctuate. It has before and it will again. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the services that we have available in BYLD Network. Our flagship service is On-Course Solar, and we are partnered with Freedom Forever. And why is this our flagship service? Because it was our first service, and Encore Solar is a high ticket item. We offer residential and commercial solar in over 38 states in the United States. Okay, we cover 2/3 of the United States. Many companies out there will cover just cities, or maybe even neighborhoods, or maybe even a single state. But you have an opportunity to work, have a business that is in 38 states today. And the commissions that you can earn, the average commissions are anywhere between $6,000 to $10,000 per install. So that's incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Just imagine doing one install a month at let's say at the low end, a $6,000 commission. That's over $60,000 a year, ladies and gentlemen. Would that make a difference in your household? I know it would definitely make a difference in mine. And that's why when I saw this, I jumped on it right away. Then we have our Brinks and ADP. That is our security brokerage, okay? And we are operating our security brokerage. And ladies and gentlemen, what I have good news for you. We are now about to introduce a new security system called Ripple Secure. And Ripple Secure is state-of-the-art, patented, military-grade security. So I'll let that sink in just for a moment. But anyway, with our ADT and Brinks Home Security, the commissions are anywhere from $500 to $700. And ladies and gentlemen, that is paid out the very next week. Now, what could it do for you to have $500 to $700 paid to you next week for work that you did today? These are the potentials that we have here at Build Network. Then we have our Rain H2O. This is our alkaline hydrated water systems. And we have systems that are both countertop, under the sink, and even in some areas, household units. Ladies and gentlemen, commissions on that is anywhere from $1,000 to $2,100. So you can see why we are so excited about what we have here to offer, and why we're talking to you so that you can be able to join in with us and share in these profits. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Smart Money Club. This is where you will learn not only how to make money, but how to keep your money, how to invest your money, how to have corporate loans, how you'll have corporate structures, and learn all about being able to have generational wealth, really. So now let's just take a moment and talk about solar, okay? Because it's our flagship industry, and we want to just give you some of the background of it. Why would you even want to get involved in the solar industry? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, Dr. Arlene shared with you that I'm a retired registered nurse, okay? I have nursed for over about 45 years. I know I look a little young, but anyway, it has been that long. And I didn't know anything except healthcare, okay? But when I saw this opportunity and looked at these numbers and these facts, it was at that time that I realized that I could do something a little bit different. I was approaching my retirement, and I said, you know, I want to live a fabulous lifestyle. I don't want to just live on the limited Social Security or pension. I didn't just want to be slightly comfortable, or I didn't want to just attempt to make ends meet. Ladies and gentlemen, ends are not designed to meet. So why am I attempting to make them meet? It's an exercise in futility. So this is why I got involved in the solar industry. It's the size and the timing of the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 130 million homes in the United States, okay? 90 million of those homes are eligible for solar, and only approximately 5 million have gone solar. So just do the math. There are 85 million homes across this nation that are eligible and currently still without solar. These are your neighbors. These are your family members. These are the coworkers, these same people that are in need of a way to reduce their electric bill. So why would a consumer even consider solar? Because you can save up to 50% on your energy costs, up to 50%. Our average savings here at BYLD Network is somewhere between 35% on your electric bill. Would that make a difference in your household? We have 0% down with various financing options. You don't even have to put any money out of pocket to get your solar up and running. You don't start paying for it until after it's fully operational. We have blackout protection that's using specific batteries that you will learn about. And then, ladies and gentlemen, if there's no better reason, is that at this time, for the next several years, there is a 30% tax credit that is available for those who qualify, offered by the federal government. So if you know that the federal government is supporting going solar, then you know it's a very viable business, okay? It increases your home value, and if nothing else, it's clean energy. We have to be concerned about our planet and care for our planet, because our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, this is the only planet that they have, I think, as of this moment in time anyway. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in 2025, but in 2022, someone went solar every 44 seconds. I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. After this conversation right here, you are going to pass through your neighborhood, pass around your area, and you're going to start noticing the solar panels. You're going to see them everywhere. You're going to say, hey, listen, I didn't even know that my neighbors had solar. But yes, you're going to see it everywhere. So let me ask you something. What do you see here in this picture? Some people would say, well, I see a bunch of empty roofs. But really what you see there are homes. There are homes that need solar because they want to decrease their electric bill. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not all they need. They need clean water. I just saw an article recently about a place that had contaminated water, and the administration of the town didn't even let the people know at the time that they found out. So we need clean water. You see, we need what BYLD Network has to offer. And this is why you seriously need to consider it as an opportunity for you to take advantage of the situation that already exists. Also, there are people in these homes that need financial education. There are people in these homes that need security, because we all know that when the economy goes south, as it has been going, then what happens? Crime increases. So you don't want to be a victim of crime in your own home. So you want to be safe. So security, solar, water, financial education, everything that you have to offer is what we have. And you can offer these millions and millions of consumers. Let me just give you a couple of quick examples of customer testimonial. This is a customer in California, and before solar installation, they were paying $287 a month on their electric bill. But after their solar was installed, it was $148 a month. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the commission that you see there, $6,400 on this system that saved the homeowner money, that commission was shared between the mentor, who is the person that compiled the presentation, got the proposal together and presented the proposal, and the mentee, which is the individual that brought the deal to the table. Now you say, well, how do you bring deals to a table? Ladies and gentlemen, it is simple, 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 simple. Okay? You talk to a person about, hey, listen, have you ever considered lowering your electric bill? And most people will say yes to that, of course. And then you say, well, let me gift you with a solar savings report or a cost savings analysis, or whatever you'd like to call it. It's the same thing. We give it to people for free, and all we have to do to be able to do that is get their electric bill so that we can do a individualized cost savings analysis based on their usage. So that's what you would be doing. You would just be talking to people, as you do every day anyway, and asking them if they want to save money on their bill, and get that bill, and then set an appointment on your computer. Ladies and gentlemen, 90% of what we do here at BYLD Network is virtual. That's why, for me, a senior citizen, I was able to get involved and successfully in the last year do over 4 deals with no experience. So I'll give you another example here. Now, this is a customer from Florida. And before solar, the bill was $410, but after solar, it was $290. So once again, we have to tell you, a solar sales presentation is not a presentation. It's actually just an IQ test, or even, you might even say, a math test. Because if you can add and subtract, then you can understand these numbers. The commission on this deal was $8,200, ladies and gentlemen. And that was split between the mentor and the mentee. The mentor got $4,100 for getting the proposal together and doing the nuts and bolts all behind the scene. And the mentee, the person that brought it to the table, the person that's most likely you, got $4,100. Can you imagine doing one of these a month? Can you imagine doing one of these a week? Just imagine that for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the slide that I really get the most excited about, because what I want you to understand is that if you look at the lower left side of this triangular figure, you'll see that today's payment for an electric bill is $150. But at a 6 to 8% annual increase, and ladies and gentlemen, that's small. These increases are much larger than that. That at a 6 to 8 annual increase, in 10 years, that bill will have doubled to $300. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people don't think that far into the future. But if God gives you life and you're here in 10 years, I'm sure you're going to want your lights on. So just think about that. For the same amount of energy you're using today and paying $150, in 10 years will cost you $300. But let's look at it in 30 years. In 30 years, the same amount will cost you $1,500, 10 times the amount. So energy costs are not going down. Ladies and gentlemen, as more and more people go solar, these energy costs will continue to soar. Why? Because when people move away from the grid still has to survive, and it's going to pass the cost for its survival to you. So in this example, in that 30-year period, the cost of electricity was $225,000. But if you had gone solar today, you would only pay $54,000 for your solar system. So actually, you will have saved $171,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that's half a house payment, or at least part of a college education. What could you do in your lifetime with an additional $171,000 not going out of? Ladies and gentlemen, you see this gentleman here. This is Warren Buffett, and he's a multimillionaire. And he actually said it best. He said, energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history. So this is the reason you need to consider at this time becoming part of BYLD Network. This is the reason why you need to be in front of that transfer of wealth and not behind it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring to the front right now a gentleman that is my honor and my pleasure to introduce. It's a gentleman who I have known for the better part of this year. And it's a gentleman that I have a lot of respect for. He is a person who is one of the top mentors in the company. He's also one of the top trainers. He's been in the solar industry for over 10 years now, and he even started his own solar company. But when he saw this company, BYLD Network, what he understood is that he could help a lot more people and earn a lot more money in this system because of the way it's designed and built. And so what I respect most about this gentleman is that he's a man of integrity, he's a man of humility and compassion for others. I truly respect this gentleman, and I want to bring to the front and introduce to some and and bring forth to others, Mr. Idiris Alaka. Mr. Alaka, are you there, sir?
Yes, Miss Johnson, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Take it away, sir.
All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. And then before I even start, I really want to give it back to you. You did literally one of the most professional presentations I've ever seen. So I definitely appreciate you stepping in and being able to help and serve the bigger team as well. And also thank you for that warm, great introduction. As you guys all heard from Ms. Johnson, my name is Idris Alaka. And as she said, I got started in the solar industry quite a while ago. And literally this screen here is what I really seen when I got started then, but also what I'm emerging myself in again. And this is literally from what Warren Buffett said himself, right? Energy deregulation will be the largest transfer in wealth in history. Right now, I want you to think about this before we even talk about the money. That's what I'm privileged to do and to go over with you guys tonight. But just understand this, right? The solar industry, 1%, capturing 1% of the solar industry represents $6.3 billion in commissions out being paid out to the field. Just 1%. Right? 1% of all of the 90 million homes that are available, this is 900,000, right? I wasn't good at so many things in school, but I was definitely good at math. So understanding where we're at in time, but also the opportunity that we have right here is truthfully amazing, right? So once again, energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history. And I was speaking to someone earlier, and I told them I didn't get a chance to get that call, when they were bringing up Apple, right? When a new iPhone just came out, I didn't get that call when Elon made the investment in Tesla, right? I didn't get the call when Bezos was putting together Amazon. However, we're here tonight to really be able to really share with everyone on the call, all of the guests what we actually have our hands on. So I'll just move forward. And as we jump into the money, as you can see here, there's 7 different ways that someone can earn income with us in our company. And as you heard from Ms. Johnson, once again, we have a solar, residential solar, commercial solar, home security, water filtration systems, a smart money club, residual income, so many different ways. I'm going to talk about a few, but these are some of the ways here, right? But one of the first ways that someone can actually earn a full-time income here is by personal sales, right? So there's some people here on the line, and they may be salespeople, right? And you can actually earn a real income here literally by closing your own deals. And it's very simple how to actually be in a position to close your own deals. The first three, as you get started, you actually close with a solar specialist, i.e. mentor, right? And you'll kind of get the training wheels of how solar sales is done, right? And then after your first three, you'll be in a position to close your own. Well, an average solar deal that you can earn, right, is roughly about $7,000, right? Literally, if you close 1.3 a month, that's over a six-figure income, right? Just 1.3. Now, I don't know what the point three is, but it's close to a six-figure income for the year, right? And this is once again personal sales here, right? But you can also decide to be a mentor, and this is what we call a level three, right? So as a mentor, all you need to do is close once again 3 sales with a mentor, a solar specialist, and then you're in position to close your own 5, your first 5. Once you do that, and you actually complete a company certification, now you're in position to not only close your own deals, not only close other people in your team's deals, but you get a chance to close deals for people nationwide and company-wide as well. And that's huge. Just imagine, and I'm sure some of the other mentors on the line can attest to this, waking up and having a email, full email account of 5, 6 new opportunities and homeowners who you're able to help on a daily basis. This is what happens when you actually become a mentor. But let me give you an example, right? Some mentee sales examples. Let's say you connect with 3 homeowners, right? And you help them close their first 3 sales, right? At an average $3,500 commission split, we're looking at over $10,000 literally within that time frame with just closing 3 sales, right? Now that's huge, right? But now let's give another example. Let's say you got, right, your first 4 consultants started in the business, right? So you had a launch event, you shared some information, you got some other people excited with you. And with these first 4 other consultants, you help them close their first training sales as well, right? Well, 3 times 4, that's a total of 12 sales, right? And 12 times 3,500, this is $42,000 in commissions, whether this be for the week, for the month, for the quarter. This is literally extra income that you're putting in your pocket, literally by helping not only the people on your team, not only the people in the company, but clients and homeowners all across the country. So it's definitely a beautiful thing, right? And I love this quote from Zig Ziglar, and it basically states, you will get everything you want in life by helping enough people get what they want in life. And I love that quote, but I love it specifically because the way our compensation is really put in place. Because if you haven't already noticed, you've heard Ms. Johnson talk about it a lot already, helping. And you're going to hear me talking about a lot of it as well, helping other people, right? So the more people we help, the more income we're actually able to earn, right? And how do you help people? By team building. And you also get a chance to take advantage of team building overrides, right? So as a consultant, we have different levels in a company, but as a consultant, right, you're able to take advantage of, overrides from your team. As a manager, not only are you able to take advantage of 30% overrides, but then you also have a team override structure as well. So you're able to just benefit even more. And I really want to break this down to you. This is really what I got excited about when I seen this compensation plan, because being in sales, running my own business before in the past, we did things on a month-to-month basis. So literally 30-day cycles. But to hit any of these levels here, right, manager all the way through to executive director and above, literally it's in a 60-day window. Right? So literally 2 months within that 60-day window, all you would need to do for manager is have 10 installs take place in that time frame, and you'll now become a manager. Right? So we have some amazing managers on our team right now, from Matthew Acosta to Chris McHenry, some other like powerful managers literally doing their thing. And then you move up to the level of director, where we have Jabari Sattler and a few other directors crushing it in this business, right? As a director, you're able to earn 35% of an override from your team, but an additional 15% off of everyone in the team, right? And you see that, you know, that symbol there. This is means to infinity. Anyone within the organization, you're able to earn an additional 15% on the override, right? And here's another thing that I love. As you see through each of the levels, you see that 70% commission, right? So it's across the board, which means as an executive director, even to a consultant, everyone gets paid the fair amount for the amount of work that they do, right? So if a consultant closes a deal, they would get paid 70%. If an executive director closes a deal, they would also get paid 70% commissions. So it's fair across the board. But as an executive director, you also get a chance to operate in a different type of pool. And it's a company-wide pool where literally you become a partner of the company and you start to get you know, a portion of all of the overrides and all of the income, right? A percentage of what the company makes. To get to that point, we're talking about 70 team installs within a 60-day window, right? Huge. So much opportunity you know, here for everyone to take advantage of. And let me give you some examples, right? Let's dig into it a little bit, right? So as a manager, with you having just 10 people on the team, right? Not blowing it out of the park. We're not talking about any, you know, unreasonable numbers here, but just literally having 10 consultants on your team closing one deal for the month, right? So let's just say as an example, 4 of those deals came from your first level, right? So first level meaning the first you know, group of people that you brought in, and then the other 6 coming from anywhere on your team. We're talking about overrides of $6,300 in overrides, right? And once again, this is on the left side, so I haven't even discussed what those overrides would be in addition to a sale that you put in, right? At a $7,000 average. So your sale plus your team's overrides, we're looking at over $13,000 in earnings. Let's say this happened for the month. Would an additional $13,000 be beneficial for you and your household as you continue to build your nationwide solar brokerage? Of course, right? Let me give you a different example, right? As a director, once again, with the same 10 consultants on your team, right? Closing 2 deals a month. Once again, no one, you know, no one crushing it, killing it, right? But we're just talking about people working part-time, you know, making some extra income just with this level of overrides. We're looking at over 13,000, close to $14,000 in overrides, literally from 10 consultants and them closing 2 deals for that month, right? So a total of 20 deals closed within your organization, close to $14,000 in overrides. Once again, guys, when you add your own deal, your one deal, right? This is over $20,000 in income. And I just want to be clear, in this compensation plan, you don't have to close deals on your own to qualify or anything of that nature. You don't have to. But my question to you is, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to do that? And I'm sure you would. Why? Because there's just more money. And also you're able to help more people as well. Right. So I want you to think about this. And this resonates home with me pretty clearly, right? What would it take for you to start your own solar business, your own solar brokerage nationwide? What would it actually take? So it would take relationships with installers, not only in your personal market, your local market, but all over the country. Trust me when I say that's a very complicated situation, right? You would also need an accounting department to literally pay out all of the people in your organization. Once again, trust me, not an easy feat, right? You would also need to have and run a sales team. Not an easy feat again, right? But we're talking about marketing, having a CRM, operations, you know, customer service. All of this, it would take for you to actually operate your own solar business. And once again, I said this resonated with me because as you heard Ms. Johnson mention, in 2020, I started my own solar company. To have everything that you see right here cost me at least $10,000 a month, right? Just to have and keep the lights on. right? But here in Build, literally Build Network does all of the heavy lifting for us and takes care of all of these things for us as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about, once again, instead of $10,000 a month, you're now looking at, for everything that I just mentioned as a consultant, you can do that for $149, right? $49 a month, right? That's one option. But if you've seen value in everything that I just mentioned, then I know you're going to see value and you'll probably get the biggest impact from the builder position. And that's a one-time 199 and a $99 monthly investment. And if you can see on the screen here, you see everything that we get a chance to take advantage of from your own nationwide solar business, ADT home security business. You're talking about, alkaline water specialists all over the country. All of our tech, all of our training, the Build member rewards, but also the Smart Money Club. And I'm going to dig in a little bit deeper into that now, right? So when it comes to Smart Money Club, this is another thing that I loved about this, this membership. And I've been in situations before where you have the opportunity to make a lot of money, right? And that's great. But here in Build Network, you also get a chance to learn what to do with that money, right? Literally just having different conversations with different multimillionaires who've already done it in the industry. But with our Smart Money Club, not only do you get a chance to learn from a personal perspective of your finances, but also from a corporate and a business perspective of your finances as well. So personally, we're talking about, credit repair, right? Tax planning, being your own bank, right? And for some people in certain positions, right, tax-free retirement. These are usually conversations that most people don't kind of shy away from or don't have, right? And it's unfortunate, but here in Build Network, just the value of the Smart Money Club alone is worth the membership, right? So once again, that's from the personal side. Now let's talk a little bit about the business side, right? So business mastery. You'll be surprised how many people don't know what entity to open and operate their business from. So you get a chance to learn that, whether it's a big business or a small business, you need to know what type of entity you should start your business with. Establishing corporate credit. So many people want to do business not understanding what it really takes and want to, do it, from the ground up. Well, that's one way to do it. But if you had access to corporate credit, that would definitely increase and speed your business up. So we teach about that, right? Access to capital. As a business owner, that's something that you're definitely going to need. And knowing, but also understanding the benefits of good and bad debt, right? As a business owner, you need to know this because it's extremely easy, right, to fall into the trap of thinking that, buying, anything that's nice and fancy and flashy for your business is a good marketing tool. All right. It's very easy to fall into that trap, but you get a chance to learn, once again, the differences between the good and bad debt and how to avoid the traps, of certain things so you can, once again, have success in your business. So this is all that we teach in the Smart Money Club. So you definitely want to be a part of that. But in addition to that, still not done yet, right? As our Bill Rewards, part of our Bill Rewards membership, you get a chance to access everything that you see here. So we're talking about over 50,000 restaurants all over the country. We're talking about 150,000 retailers, travel, providers. So for those who like to have fun, for those who like to go on vacation, for those who like to eat out on a regular basis, you get a chance to not only make money, not only learn what to do with the money you have, but now also how to save money as well and take advantage of discounts and huge opportunities from all of these different retailers that we see here. So just imagine you wanted to take your wife or your husband out, but looking on your app and saying, okay, where do we want to go today? Right? Where do we want to go tonight? And literally finding discounts all over, right? From hotel stays and just everything that you can imagine we have here for you to take advantage of. So this is also a part of your membership, right? And there's so much more that we have coming as well. But just due to the sake of time, I'll stay on track, right? But this is really where a lot of the big money is made, right? And it's through the dual team bonus, right? And literally, where those who have the mindset of building that big solar brokerage, whether that's nationally, internationally as well, right? Here's your opportunity to not only build it, but really get rewarded from building that team, right? And the income that you see here, guys, in most companies, you would have to literally recruit the world to earn this type of income. But here in Build, literally a $500 residual income is by building two teams, 10 on the left and 10 on the right. And you now have a $500 residual income. Most people in our industry don't get a chance to take advantage of that, right? Then let's build the 500. But at Builder 1000, we're looking at 25 people on the left, 25 people on the right, right? And so on and so forth. But just imagine you building a business where, you have the sales, you're focused real hard on sales immediately, but as you continue to grow over time, your residual income starts to take over your monthly active income as far as what you're going and closing on a month-to-month basis, right? So imagine when your residual income starts to catch up with you and now you're at $15,000 in residual income at executive 15 or $25,000 at executive 25, right? Once again, if it took you 5 years, right, or if it took you 10 years, right, to hit executive 55, right, $55,000 a month in residual income, would it be worth it? Right? Of course it would. And we have that opportunity here. As I mentioned, I know we're talking about some big numbers, right? And these are big numbers to some, right? But I want you to understand this. We talked about this earlier. Energy deregulation will be the largest transfer in wealth in history. This is going to happen with or without most people, right? But if you know that is going to happen anyway, why not put yourself in the way and take advantage of it? Right. And once again, to take advantage of everything I just showed, the best way to do that is to become a builder, right? And it's a one-time $199 investment. And then from there, it's a $99 monthly investment every month from there. And as I mentioned, you get a chance to take advantage of everything here: nationwide solar business, nationwide home security business, nationwide, alkaline water business as well. Access to all of the tech, the Build membership rewards, as I just mentioned, the Smart Money Club. But for those who are looking to build a brokerage, right, and build a nationwide organization, if you refer just your first four people, right, just your first four, literally the company will waive your $99 monthly investment. And now you get a chance to literally operate your nationwide solar brokerage with zero money out of pocket, right? Now, I don't know of any opportunity that will give you so much for what we are asking for, right? I don't really know, right? And you get a chance to take it once again, the solar division, the home security, everything that we actually have here. So what I would highly recommend is literally getting back with the person who invited you on, right? And just letting them know whether you're one, right? A one is someone who, once again, maybe you're just seeing solar for the first time and you want to take advantage of some of the services that we have. You can definitely do that, and that's fine. All right. A two is, you may not want to get started yourself, but highly I would recommend referring some other people that might be looking for an opportunity right now. Because as Ms. Johnson mentioned, a lot of people are looking right now. All right. There's a lot of changes taking place in the world, and a lot of people are looking for a solid opportunity and a real career path and change as well. But person number three is the person who sees and understands everything that we talked about tonight, sees the vision of where this company is going and growing to, and definitely wants to take advantage. And that's taking advantage and getting started as a builder. So once again, let the person know whether you're one, two, or three. And they'll definitely walk you through that process. So with that, guys, I appreciate everyone being on. Take care, take charge, have a great night, and look forward to speaking to everyone soon. Bye-bye for now.